Good morning. My name is Adrian Rodriguez. I'm an assistant chief with the Houston Police Department, and I have with me here Commander Crawford with the Vehicular Crimes Division. What we have right now is we're still in the very preliminary part of the investigation. At 3:07 a.m. this morning, we had a major accident that occurred here on I-10 involving 3 vehicles, and as a result of this accident, we have 2 deceased individuals. One is an adult female and the other is a juvenile female. There were a total of 3 vehicles that were involved. From my understanding, there was at least 1 stationary vehicle with TxDOT vehicles working this site on I-10. We are still waiting on the medical examiner who will determine the identification and make next of kin notifications. The other driver, the striking vehicle, he remained on scene. He is a young adult male, and he is cooperating with the investigation, but we do have to do the investigation with him as well, with everything that's going on with this scene. That's all I have for as far as what happened here. Everything, again, is still under investigation. What I do ask the public is to be aware that this is going to be a prolonged scene because of the investigation that we have to conduct on the freeway. So please look for alternate routes and avoid this area, which is near the 610 and Washington area of I-10. Please look for other routes to go to work this morning because this is going to be a prolonged scene. Not sure how long it's going to take, but it's going to be a while. So please pack your patience this morning and divert accordingly. No lanes will be open at this time because we have there is a fatality involved in this scene, so there's going to be a lot of investigative markings and with the accident that occurred today.
So the driver of the girl?
The juvenile female is approximately 8 to 10 years of age. The adult female is approximately 46 to 48 years of age.
Okay, so
we don't know that. That's yet to be determined.
Okay, yeah, so just to clarify, the driver of the striking vehicle, he's okay and cooperating, and 2 people, both deceased, were in the stationary vehicle and were hit?
I'm not sure if both vehicles were stationary. I know at least one of them was, and so there was a 4-door vehicle that was involved, a TxDOT box truck that was involved, and the other vehicle was the driver that was a striking vehicle was a Mazda 3, I believe.
That's the white. There's a white car and a silver car. For you to identify the driver, the male driver was on the scene. Striking vehicle. Which vehicle is that?
The color of the Mazda was, I believe it was gray or gray. Yes.
So that car hit the white car, and you're saying that there was no one else in the car, the gray Mazda.
So in the Mazda, the driver had a passenger with him. The passenger was transported to a local hospital to get checked out. The driver of the Mazda, which was a striking vehicle, remained on scene and is cooperating. But because it's a fatality, we're going to have to run our investigation with that driver.
How serious are the passengers' injuries?
That I don't know. She was transported, from what I'm being told, in stable condition as of right now.
She was a woman, and the passenger.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then the woman in her 40s and the juvenile between 8 and 10 were in that white car. The second car in front was hit.
Correct. That is correct.
Gotcha. And has the driver given an explanation as because obviously you would have said if we believe that they were impaired, if they just didn't see the car, or what are we talking about?
So I don't know any of his statements at this time, but there will be an investigation for toxicology and DWI tests run on the driver to determine if that in fact was in his system or not.
So we don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
Was there anyone in the TxDOT vehicle, the box truck, or was it just parked on the side like those signs, the signs around?
I don't know the answer to that. There may have been, but that person was not injured.
There was one TxDOT worker who was standing near the vehicle who was transported with minor injuries.
He was standing outside.
So
Wow.
So a total of 2 people transported.
To the hospital.
Yes.
Gotcha.
The driver remained on the scene. He was fine.
I'm sorry. What was the
driver
question?
on the Mazda. He didn't go to the hospital.
No, he's still on scene.
Okay, just to be clear, so one TxDOT worker was standing outside the truck, and he was taken to the hospital for what if he wasn't hit?
upon impact, the vehicle's caught on fire, and so he received some burns from the fire.
Oh, burns. Okay.
Do we know his condition?
He's stable.
And then there's no timeline of when this could reopen at all.
No, again, it's going to be a long scene. We're still waiting on the medical examiner to arrive on the scene and do their investigation. So expect this to be a prolonged scene. And again, please pack your patience going into work, and just be advised that this is going to be closed off for quite some time.
I just want to do a quick recap. This was a lot of, it was out of order a bit. The striking vehicle hit a stationary car with a woman and a girl in the car. In the vehicle, the striking vehicle, it was two people, the driver and the passenger, so that's four right there. And then the worker was standing outside of the textile truck from the impact, got burns, taken to the hospital.
That is correct.
Do we
That
know-
car was hit too, in the station.
The tech stock vehicle? Yes.
Do we know why this car was stationary? Not the textile one?
We don't. That's under investigation as well still.
Okay. And were they like on a shoulder in this little like stripe or the?
It appears they were
protected area?
on the right side shoulder of the freeway.
Okay,
Yes.
right.
How bad was this fire?
It was a bad accident, and the fire was intense. And unfortunately, we had 2 fatalities involved in this scene. So I do ask the Houstonians to please pray for these families. Especially with the holidays coming up, this is a very tragic scene that we have, and our hearts and prayers go out to the individuals that were lost and their family members that are going to have to deal with this tragic scene.
Do we know if speed was a factor?
Don't know if speed was a factor. It's going to be under investigation.
Chief, how many vehicles? Chief, how many vehicles were on fire?
3, a total of 3 vehicles.
All 3 were on fire.